Hi, I'm Isaac from Crossbow Productions, and today I'm going to be sharing 3 steps on how to model just about anything in Blender. The first step is preparation. Before you even open Blender or extrude a single face, stop. Odds are you're going to be spending some time on this project, and if you don't love it, it's going to be a total waste of time. Once you find something worthy of your skill, find a reference. There are plenty of places to get them these days, but you want to start by asking yourself this question: does this object exist? If so, get a blueprint or picture online, or if you have it lying around the house, snap a picture for reference. If not, there still might be a reference for it if it's something that you didn't make up, like a TIE interceptor from Star Wars. But if worst comes to worst, you may have to draw it. When you search Google Images, chances are you'll find some decent photos, but it might take some time. An alternative would be going to an official website like theblueprints.com, where they have a wide variety of reference images. If you don't mind having watermarks all over the picture, you can download the high-resolution version for free. You can do this by pulling up the desired blueprint and pressing Ctrl-Shift-I to open the inspector. Scroll down until you find the highest resolution picture to download. Now that you have your reference image, let's go to step 2, the modeling phase. Open Blender and add your picture by hitting Shift-A and clicking Image, Reference. Select your pictures and import them into Blender. Align the reference images until they're positioned and scaled correctly. Start simple and get a feel for the overall shape. It's helpful to turn on cavity mode to see the edges more clearly. Take your time on this, and the next part will go much more smoothly. Now you can begin adding the final detail to make your model shine. Add as much or as little detail as you want, as long as it looks good to you. I like to remember this equation: disparity in height equals shadows equals depth, which equals realism. Now let's move on to our third and final step, refinement. So your model's done now. Mostly. Something to bear in mind is topology. There are 3 main types of faces: tris, quads, and n-gons. Tris have 3 sides, quads have 4, and n-gons are anything higher than that. Stick to quads when you can, but if you have to use n-gons or tris every now and then, it's not the end of the world. But what if you can't add detail and keep everything connected? Good news. Unless you're 3D printing your models, it shouldn't make a difference. The goal is making a good-looking model, not winning the Topologist of the Year award. If you want even more detail, now is the time to add subdivision and bevel modifiers. As a general rule, if you're making something organic, you'll usually have to use these, but for a vehicle, building, or other man-made objects, the bevel modifier should do the trick. Manually or with the modifier, it's something you'll want to consider adding. Lastly, get creative. This is your model and you spent a long time on it. If you don't like the way it looks, change it.